All products and services featured are independently chosen by editors. However, soaps.com may receive a commission on orders placed through its retail links, and the retailer may receive certain auditable data for accounting purposes. Diane shows up at the warehouse to speak to Jason. She is out of options to save Alexis and needs him to convince Sunny to confess. Jason says he doesn't have to, as Sunny has decided to turn himself in, and he's telling Carly right now. Jason thinks there must be a way to free Alexis without Sunny going down. Diane says the gun Alexis disposed of hasn't been found, so there is nothing left to help her. Jason says this can't be the end of Sunny, and he should have killed Kates when he had the chance. Diana reminds him that Kates was a federal agent, and even he wouldn't have gotten away with killing him. Jason feels what happens to him isn't as important as what happens to Sunny and Carly. Diane argues his sons would disagree. He says Danny and Jake are used to living without him. Diane understands why he took Kate's original deal, and it was noble of him, but his life is worth just as much as everyone else's, so think about how his boys would react the next time he wants to sacrifice himself for someone else. Sunny stops by Carly's place, and she lets him know that Holly Sutton is looking for him. Also, she's being trailed by someone. She explains she was followed to a dinner with Brennan, and she suspects Martin put a tail on her to prove Sunny is guilty. Sunny calls it a smart move, and says this has gotten out of control, so he's going to confess to killing Kates. Carly says as his alibi, she'll go down with him. Sunny says there is no other way, and Carly realizes he's right. Sunny tells Carly she won't go to prison, and that he will have a plane ready for her and Donna to get to a country without an extradition agreement. Carly won't do that as he'd never see Donna again. She also says Lucky isn't a viable donor for Lulu, so she can't leave her family now. She may be able to beat the charges against her, but he won't beat a murder charge. She knew what she was doing by helping him, and Kate's was a danger to their family and kids, and now their kids are safe. He notes, all it cost them was her parents. Sunny calls Diane, who is still with Jason. Sunny says he's with Carly, and they need to talk. Jason soon arrives. Sunny is still talking with Diane on the phone and tells her that she knows what to do. Sunny gets off the phone and lets Jason know that he's turning himself in and Diane is making a deal for him. He's going to confess to killing Kates and everything else the feds want from him. Sunny will give them everything in exchange for ensuring only he goes down for Jabber's death. Martin visits Alexis late at night in Pentonville. He believes Jack Brennan may be the key to her salvation and explains he's a known playboy and was hosting a late-night date with Carly in his suite. However, Brennan seemed to catch on to his PI, which doesn't shock Alexis, given he's a WSB agent. He has a picture of Brennan and Carly together, but Alexis thinks it isn't enough to bust Carly's alibi. He notes it's the only card they have to play to take attention off her and Christina. Martin reminds Alexis that she can't help her children from a prison cell, and Carly will be out there free to entertain eligible bachelors while she sits behind bars. Alexis gives him permission to turn the photo over to the police. In Anna's office, Christina tells her that she has information on the night John Kates was killed. Anna warns her she should have a lawyer. Christina appreciates her concern but knows what she's doing. Anna asks where she was the night Kates was murdered. Christina explains she was at her mother's house, but also went to her daughter's grave. However, she went somewhere else. Anna knows she seemed confused when talking to Chase about whose car she drove that. And they know Alexis drove her car to the Quartermains. Christina says that is not true. Suddenly, Michael bursts in and tells Christina not to say another word. Michael tells her she knows not to talk to the police without a lawyer and drags her out. Later, Anna is on the phone discussing the case against Alexis with someone. Suddenly, an alarm sounds, and Chase bursts in and says they need to evacuate because of a bomb threat. Outside the station, Chase tells Anna that a package with a possible bomb, as detected by their dogs, was delivered and left in a blind spot so it wouldn't be on their cameras. Whoever did this knew exactly what they were doing. Later, they learned the package was a false alarm, and there is nothing explosive in it. Chase and Anna are given the package, a small rectangular box wrapped in brown paper. Chase suggests they open it. Later, Martin shows up at the PCPD and tells Chase he has evidence he needs to give Anna that could help Alexis. Chase tells him to give it to the federal prosecutor.